Small Town Scuttlebutt.
You want to start talking, the show is on.
Yeah.
This is it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hello, Scuttlebutt.
Yeah, guys, come on, catch up. The Fink is ready.
All right. Sorry.
Do it.
Yeah,
We didn't get the memo.
Hello, folks at home on the YouTube or whatever. And for the audio format friends in their car or on their headphones or
Doing laundry, making dinner, doing whatever.
When do you listen to the podcast?
getting it on with a spouse.
Usually, getting out. What?
I was like, we're just going to get past that. Yeah, some people do it to Scuttlebutt. Small Town Scuttlebutt.
Interesting.
I've heard.
Interesting.
It's like it's trending.
I'd like to hear some first-person accounts of that.
Wow.
It's just a rumor I've heard. They just started.
I'll tell you, nothing
Yep.
says
Could you
loving.
imagine if you were like, Leslie, let's get it on, and she's like, all right, cool, but I'm in the middle of a podcast, so if I could keep my earbuds in while we're doing it, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Would you be cool, or would you be like, what?
Liz has a hot take about gypsies.
Yeah.
In Paris, ripping you off. Yeah. All right. Well, guys, we are in episode 228. I think it's pretty good.
That's awesome.
That is
happy.
awesome.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do for our 250th episode?
250,
We
I think, is something.
gotta celebrate. That's
Yeah.
a milestone.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't done a live show in quite some time.
I know.
Do you want to do one?
Always.
I haven't wanted to bug you in Q4 because I felt like
Q4
let's
was
just
rough
let's just
for
get the
Liz.
year. Let's just get the year over.
Yeah. But 2025, new
Yeah.
year, new me, bringing more humor to my life.
Love
Let's
it.
do it.
I feel like we got old Liz back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I only
it's
know.
Not, it's not official till the.
I only know
You
one
only know
Liz.
depressed Liz.
It's not official till she shows up with her easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy.
Yeah. She's got an easy E shirt.
Oh,
It's,
yeah.
it's only 3 degrees out today, so I can't wear that today. But
I was surprised that the two of you were just shooting the shit in the driveway for about 2 minutes.
well, we were trying to figure out how to get into your house because the walkway wasn't shoveled.
Yeah. And we were trying to figure out why you don't brush off your car with snow. Like,
That's
what?
a fine piece of European machinery that's just
Yeah.
sitting there rusting in your driveway.
No, it's protected. It's insulated from the elements. Yeah.
I like to park my car in the driveway with the garage,
You do you?
No.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely not.
Well, my garage is right now a workshop because someone's got to build his daughter a vanity.
Oh, God.
You could just get her one on Wayfair and park your car in the garage.
Wayfair. It's way cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's way impersonal. Someone made it in China out of particle board, but this fine piece of furniture.
How are you
Made
customizing
love.
it for Rosie?
It's gonna have a flat top, and it's gonna have side legs on it.
Drawers for all of her products?
Yeah, probably.
Sephora?
Probably.
Ah.
What about a lighted mirror? You need
We
a
have
lighted mirror.
that.
Nice.
Yeah. Nice.
Which you can press the button, you can press the mirror,
Oh,
and it'll turn on.
nice.
Fancy.
Fancy.
Yeah. I just want to go to Sephora right now. Actually, did I tell you when we went to New York City, we had to go to Sephora, and she made me get eye wrinkle cream.
Okay, so you
I
went
spent
to Sephora in New York City and paid New York City taxes versus just going to the Sephora here?
It's the experience.
Oh, is it? Okay. All right, tell me about it.
Well, this guy was showing me the product, and I was just putting it on. It helps, I don't need it. I don't care.
But your daughter
I have
was
a bald spot. Do you think I give a shit about my crow's feet?
Right.
I'm hung like a gerbil. Do you think I wear a size 7.5 shoe, guys? Just kidding. It's 8. Evan, you're quiet over there.
I'm a little quiet. A little groggy from yesterday.
Are
It
you
was a long
drunk again? Are
day.
you hungover?
No, not really. No, I drank in moderation yesterday.
Now tell me, when you were at the when you went to the inauguration yesterday, did you go through the front door or through the window like last time?
Jesus. Well, since I was pardoned,
Yeah.
I was able to walk through the front door.
Terrific.
What an event.
Yeah. All right, let's get down to brass tacks. What's going on in our world around the horn? 5 minutes in, Liz, you have some inspiration.
Yeah, I wanted to share. So we had a speaker at work a couple weeks ago. Her name, and I want you guys to look her up. Dr. Jennifer Aaker is how you pronounce her last name. It's Aaker. She is a behavioral scientist and a professor at Stanford Graduate School of Business. And she teaches courses on the power of storytelling, the importance of humor in business. She's worked with Richard Branson, Madeleine Albright,
Wow.
professional sports teams, Microsoft executives, etc. And her whole focus is on how you use storytelling to create great leaders and to create growth in organizations. And she has a TED Talk too, which is only 14 minutes. I highly encourage everyone to listen to it or watch it, called Why Great Leaders Take Humor Seriously. And so I really totally connected with her because she, first of all, has this amazing presence and she was so inspirational. And she really talked about how the power of storytelling creates engaging human connections, which is really hard to do in this day and age, particularly if you're talking about creating great teams within an organization, because most of us are remote, right? So it's hard. You don't have those organic opportunities to like get to know people or have the water cooler, like, what'd you do this weekend? Or, oh, let's grab a coffee and talk about this and that. Like, you're kind of forced to create those moments a little bit. And of course, like the whole humor aspect, I really appreciated. In her TED Talk, she talks about, you can balance gravity and levity, right? Like, just because what you do for a living you take seriously, you take your career seriously, doesn't mean there isn't room for appropriate levels of humor.
Yeah.
And we did this exercise, this storytelling exercise, where, most stories, the most compelling ones are really brief. And so one of her things is create 6-word stories. And she challenged us, like in a Teams chat, to create a story that you can tell in 6 words. So and it can be about it doesn't have to be your life story. It could be about a moment in time. It could be about your career. It could be about a hardship you experienced, anything like that. And so if you can communicate it in 6 words and then you sort of tell the backstory, that's what people remember. So like, Evan, let's say you had a 6-word story about business. It could be something like anxious couple, frustrating process, dream home. So that would be like a client story that maybe you worked with a couple who was really anxious about the home buying process. It took 18 months to find the home that they loved. But then in the end, they found this dream home. It was perfect. They built their family there, blah, blah, blah. So that's just sort of like an example of taking 6 words and creating a story.
Very cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was really fascinating. And she shared that one of her students, her graduate students, over the course of a year, at the end of every day, wrote a 6-word story about how she spent her day. And that helped her identify where she found joy, where she found purpose, where she was wasting her time, what she wanted to leave behind. So I haven't done it candidly, but like it's been a really interesting thought exercise. And I brought it back to my team and I said, for 2025, tell me in 6 words what you want to leave behind from 2024 and what you want to get out of 2025. And it was a really cool exercise. So Rick, I saw you jotting down some notes. Do you have a 6-word story that you'd like to share with the group?
Well, yeah, but I love the idea that this is good for a stand-up comic, right?
Yeah.
Word economy is big. Not that you'd know that the way I communicate on this podcast. But this is where we have the slow burn. We take things for a walk and chill. And then Liz says, all right, wrap it up. I think it's great for how you want to apply it. Yeah. It's kind of reflective. Take a beat. Think about things. It's something I used to do when I taught my modern world history class, 9th graders. You do an activator in class, so kids are trickling in. You have something to do. It's on the board. There's an activator, right? So here, give me a 7-word story about anything that you've learned this week. Maybe that was the Friday morning activator. And we were doing the Russian Revolution, so we're learning all about czars and Bolsheviks. Also Rasputin, which kids love.
Love, yeah.
And so this kid, God bless him, I hope you're listening, because this is the smartest goddamn thing I've ever heard. Rasputin really, 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 really liked sex. It's like, come on, that's a good one. All
That's
right.
awesome.
That is great.
Anyone else want to try to be
Right.
that?
But like, if you were gonna do like a 6-word story, Rick, it could be like fun hobby, open micer, club headliner. Like that could be a story about like where you started with comedy and where you want to go. Like, and I've just made that up, but like was sort of the genesis. Like it should, in theory, have a beginning, a middle, and an end, which is hard with only 6 words, but it's like a good challenge, I think.
I love it. I think it's a lot like when you look at that and then you apply it to like social media.
Yeah.
You know, because it's basically it's sort of like the beginning, middle, and end of the story that you're telling on like YouTube or whatever it is. So I'm going to start using that with my social.
Yeah, because you have to make it compelling, right,
Yeah.
and engaging. Because people, you lose their attention.
Yeah.
The other thing she shared, which was interesting and horrifying, is a diagram of what is called the global humor cliff, where it showed that the percentage of time people spend smiling and laughing peaks at age 22 and then just goes down and down and down and doesn't start going back up until we're fucking 80.
Yeah, retired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like you're
you
laughing and
graduate
smiling.
college.
Yeah, you have not a care in the world. Mom and
Yeah.
dad were still paying the bills, or you don't have a real job yet, blah blah blah. And then you're like, fuck, real life.
Yeah.
And it gets more and more complicated. So the amount of time you spend smiling and laughing just goes down and down and down. And then you're like, oh, cool. Like I'm done. I'm retired now. Everything's cool. Yep. I guess I can start smiling and laughing at 80.
Yeah.
Which that was
If you make it that
horrifying.
far.
If you make it that far.
I'm done adulting.
Yeah,
I'm done.
right?
I want to bring the laughs back.
Yes.
Let's
damn
bring it back.
Yes. Bringing back the laughs in
I was
2025.
just talking to my friend the other day about, it was in the parking lot after the show I did the other night. We were just talking about like the reunion, the high school reunion. How like it really was sort of rejuvenating. In terms
It's great.
of my faith in humanity.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, but it was just
Did you
something special about it.
I do, because I wasn't here and you recorded the high school reunion episode. I have a question though.
Yeah.
Because so many people are on Facebook and everybody posts pretty much life updates on Facebook, did you learn anything new about anybody at your reunion that you didn't already see on social media?
It wasn't really learning. It was just catching up and feeling like it was yesterday. And a lot of these people, like, interestingly enough, I'm not friends with on Facebook because I wasn't in your clique. I wasn't in your clique. I was a rover with a crew.
Yep.
Like I would hang out with anyone, but at the end of the day, it's me and these guys. Like I guess that's our own clique.
Yeah.
But no, the thing that I liked about that she was talking about is just like the 10-year was sort of like, hey man, we're on the up and up.
Right.
I just got my first job. I'm making $35K, bro.
I know.
Dude, that's a 95 Honda Civic. Low miles. Crushing it.
Tinted out with a system.
Yeah. Alpine stereo. Pull out. And then the 20th, I did not go to. She did. And the reason I didn't go is because I'm like, I don't want to see any of these fucking people.
Right.
And she says, it wasn't that great because a lot of people were like, oh, this is where I am in life and this is how I'm,
Yes.
Sort of. I'm like, oh, okay, I called it. Like, I knew exactly. But then 30, my attitude was, I don't give a shit. I bet no one else gives a shit. And then I went and no one gave a shit. And so, yeah, that whole thing is where you're at that point, around 50.
Yep.
Right, I think.
Oh yeah, like 50, it's a tough age to turn, I will not lie, because the next big decade is fucking 60, which that was a rough one for me to kind of
still young.
But
Yep. People still looking in their 60s. Maybe
I think 60 is the new 40, to be honest.
certainly hope so.
I'm so glad that I'm just physically attracted to my age, like give or take 3 years, 4 years, 5 years maybe. Because if I was like Bill Belichick, I would.
Oh my God, that's so embarrassing.
Bill Belichick was 48 years. He was my age. That's like me going to Newton Wellesley Hospital and picking something out, something out at the nursery.
Like that one has potential.
Yeah. It's like you're calling your Christmas tree 10 years in advance. That's just horrible.
But yeah, 50 comes with I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
A little bit
Yeah.
because you're like, I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
I'm 50.
Yeah. And I kind of like we've experienced enough. We're very pragmatic now. We roll with it. Well, not me. I still spaz out, but I'm working on it.
You're doing a good
I'm
job.
breathing.
But I thought you guys would enjoy that
I love it.
workshop. And again, Jennifer Acker, Aaker. Look her up. She's got some great TED Talks. And she was just she's one of those people, I mean, no surprise given what she does for a living. She was so engaging and so inspiring that like when I ended that workshop, I was like, oh my God, like I can do better. I can be better, you know? It was really cool.
Can we try this for next week?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna come in with my 6-word summary of the week.
Of your week? All right, let's do it.
Let's do that. Mm-hmm. And if we like it, take it from there.
I think it's cool.
I'm going to put it on the idea board. I have one now.
Okay.
So way,
where is it?
It's in the hallway.
In his head.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know, right?
A thing called the Big Ass Calendar. I want them to be sponsors because Evan, you might like this.
I do.
My head's just spinning. I got dates and I got places and things and meetings and a lot of chicken scratch stuff. This thing, it's all right there. It's a whole year. It's like a 3x5 like wall thing. Just
we could get you an intern. I feel like to manage the logistics of your comedy career.
I've got it. I'm there.
Yourself?
Yeah.
No, you should get someone else to do it for you so you can spend time on the comedy.
Well, you have to kind of. Yes, I'd love for if anyone wants to do that, and more specifically, do the self-promoting stuff because I hate doing that. Hate that.
Let's remind folks what your Facebook page is where they can find all your dates.
Rick Fink Jr. comedy.
Follow it.
Yeah, do it. I got to update it because I get more dates.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Things are really growing for you.
Yeah, but we're not talking about me right now. We're talking about you. It's your turn.
Well, I tell you.
All right, go, Evan. Say something funny.
Honestly. Let's see. Funny. I don't know about funny, but I have something very exciting.
Ooh, do tell.
Very exciting. So for, I don't know, maybe about a year and a half, in the real estate world, you know, a lot of things happen, and sometimes you get offers from different companies and that kind of thing. Anyway, I was presented with an offer from a different company. I won't go into the details, but I will tell you that it was compelling.
Ooh.
Okay? And one of the things I was looking for, it's not just about me, it's about the team and, you know, putting the team in a position where we can all achieve great success. So anyway, I looked at this offer and presented it to my team members, and you know, it was met with some good and some bad, and so anyway, that was sort of, you know, I was like, well, I don't know what else to do, so I kind of went out and I talked to my own company that we're with now, and then they presented us with an offer. And I was like, oh,
who's the prettiest girl at the dance now?
I know. So I was kind of strutting my stuff, not going to lie. So, very exciting. I have been offered an office in Medfield that they will subsidize.
Oh, my God. That's great.
Yeah, very cool. So,
and this is with your current company?
Yes.
Okay.
So, the ultimate thing here is that we end up being able to stay with the office in Wellesley. We get an office now in Medfield. We have an office in Needham that we can use, and then also one in Natick. Oh, wow. So my goal and dream has always been to be sort of a regional, you know, realtor, just because it gives you more opportunity. So anyway, so that's the goal. So I am currently I'm on the recruit for any great new agents that might be out there that like to laugh, you know.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so if they can balance what? Gravity with levity.
Gravity with levity. Yes.
Absolutely.
Now, question, when you presented this new opportunity from I assume a competitor to your team, and you said it was met with kind of mixed reviews, was that mostly because like people are uncomfortable with change, or they didn't feel it was maybe it wouldn't be as rewarding long term? Change is tough.
Yeah, I think one of the things that has happened is they looked for another opportunity and found one.
Okay.
You know, and it's their choice. They're grown adults. They can do what they want professionally and all of that. And you know, I'll wish them the best, you know. But
when someone leaves, because it's like this is like a family business for you. If someone leaves your team, is that very personal?
For me, 100%.
Yeah.
It's like, so one of the reasons that you take agents on is so that you can teach them the business, build their brand, build their, you try to do everything. Now, obviously, a lot of that is on them to,
for sure.
build, and they got to get out there. But the most important thing for anybody to understand is we are in the lead business. If if you're not generating leads, then find another business, right? So there are many aspects to real estate. There's like the organizational side, there's like the data side, there's the marketing side, promotion, and all of that stuff. But number one is you have to promote yourself so that you have opportunities to sell homes.
Right.
If you don't do that, well, sorry. But anyway, so, it's what's difficult is you spend a lot of time trying to teach people how to do these things. And some pick it up, some don't. And, you want success for everybody, but it doesn't always work out like that. So anyway, what I am excited about for the people that are leaving is that they are, I think, going to be able to focus on the things that they are really good at. And from my perspective, like that's more rewarding than anything.
Yeah.
Is that they're kind of creating their own path. And I think they're following it with conviction, and, God bless them for that. So.
Well, being in sales is not easy.
No.
And I do feel like you're either born to do it or you're not. There's certain things that you can teach, but you either have that personality or you don't.
Yeah, but losing people is that's like it's a gut punch.
Yeah.
So anyway, but you know what? Onward and upward. And
that's great.
The fact that my company's giving me an office in Medfield is going to be a huge recruiting opportunity.
Sure.
So I'm in some quiet discussions with some others. Then we'll see what happens.
That's exciting.
I'm really
It's a great
excited.
way to start the year.
I'm pretty excited about it. So I've wanted to do it for a long time, and so now I got to kind of start looking around for spaces in Medfield and kind of go from there.
Awesome. Congrats.
Thank you.
Good for you.
Thank you very much.
Which begs the question, how much weight did you lose this week?
Let's get to the heart of the matter.
Thanks for sharing your vision board for 2025.
Minus the stress eating, probably. No, I'm about the same.
Okay.
Probably down a half a pound.
Okay.
Well, that's not the same. That's a gain.
Half a pound. No.
That's a gain. I mean, what?
Half a pound is good.
Yeah.
Half a pound a week.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean,
that's awesome.
no, I want to pick it up. Actually, your first week should be pretty good. Like 8 pounds, 9 pounds. Yes, because, dude, you got so much water weight, and just shed that shit.
That's 30%.
Dude, you go on a treadmill for 30 minutes a day, 6 days this week, and just eat right, you will lose like 8-10 pounds.
Yeah,
and drink water. Drink water.
Keep it off.
Yeah.
So it's slow and steady wins the race.
Yeah.
That's
not fat you're losing. That's just,
I would love to lose 8 pounds this week. If you think walking on the trail, let's have it. Well, we're going to do it.
Nah, okay, change it to 5. You'll lose a solid 5.
We could just go have a colonic.
Oh, God. Jesus.
I'd never do that.
No.
People will pay for anything. People will pay for anything.
Yeah, I won't pay for that.
Half a pound, that's good.
Yeah, I mean,
did you do anything?
It's irrelevant. I mean, it really is. No,
it's progress.
Yeah, I mean, it's moving in the right direction, I guess, but not where we need to be.
Are you going to change anything this week, like diet wise or exercise wise?
Yeah. Yep. Yes, I am.
You want to share the plan?
Care to share?
So I don't know if I've talked to you. Have I mentioned this? There's this app that I use, and this is not like an advertisement. I'm not like promoting this app, but there is this app called Just 6 Weeks, and I've used it before, and it's actually, for me, it's really good. So essentially, the goal is to like get you up to 100 push-ups or 200 sit-ups or 100 those chair dips or whatever.
Tricep dips,
Tricep dips or whatever they call them. But you do it on a chair.
100 push-ups in one session?
Correct. And I've done it before.
You've done 100 push-ups?
1,000%, yes. I've done it. But it's been like 3 years. And I'm going to tell you how I did it.
Face.
You're full of shit.
I am not.
Yes, you are.
I am not.
Dude,
now,
you and I have different definitions for what a push-up is. You did not do 100 push-ups. No way.
I do mine on my toes and my hands, not my knees like you.
Girly push-ups.
So let me explain how it works, because you may want to do it too. Maybe there's a challenge afoot.
Oh.
I just feel like I've never been able to do 100 push-ups, and I could probably kick your ass.
Wow. Okay.
Like right now? Like if you guys both got down on the floor?
All right, so here's what we're going to do.
Okay.
6 weeks.
Uh-huh.
I
don't mean kick your ass. I mean come out of the octagon victorious. It would be a bloodbath.
All right.
It would be good.
Well, I tell you what.
It'd be two warriors slaying.
It's more like sumo wrestlers bumping bellies.
Yeah.
So the way it works is it's 6 weeks. So you have 6 weeks to basically build up to this thing. So the way it starts is you get down on the floor, you do as many push-ups as you can, and you have now set the bar. All right, moving forward. So let's just say you do 20.
Yep.
Okay. So the next day you do like 22. But the way that they do it is they stagger it. So you do 5 push-ups with a 30-second rest, 4 push-ups with a 30-second rest, 3 push-ups with a 30-second rest, 7 push-ups with no rest or whatever.
Okay.
So basically, it becomes 5 sets of small numbers. And what ends up happening is then like you have a break and whatever, you have a day off. Then the next day you come back and you've got to do 24 or 25. So you are consistently adding like 1 or 2 more in over the course of the week or whatever.
Yep.
And so, if you're going by that measure, within 6 weeks, you will get to the 100. And I have done it before. So, anyway, that's the goal.
Liz,
all right.
I feel like he could have told us that story in 6 words. I'm sitting here like, wrap it up, dude. Wow. Cool. Well, good for you, Evan.
New
All
app.
right.
100 push-ups.
100
Evan wins.
Yeah. Okay, here's the deal. We're doing the 6-word thing, right? Next week.
Yeah.
Also, I'm calling bullshit on your ability to do the 100, but I'm also intrigued.
Wow.
Well,
Because if you can do it, I can do it, and I don't think I can do it. So
you think you can do it without this approach that Evan just outlined? That you could just like get on the floor and do 100 push-ups?
Right now? No.
Okay.
No way. No. I'm resting, resting mode. I'm probably good for pumping out 25
Yeah.
with a clap in between.
So I think the big thing is, we don't just wake up and do push-ups,
Right.
But it's it's a great exercise.
It
Gets
is
the blood
awesome.
flowing,
Yeah.
and all of that stuff. I even have like one of those push-up bars, the where you can put the handles on, like in different configurations and all that. So I've tried to incorporate that.
Dude, pick the date. Push up
6
challenge.
weeks. 6
and,
weeks.
And we're getting.
All right, let
we are.
me look at
Let's
the
do this
calendar.
for a charity. Can we raise money for a charity? The push up. You and me.
Yeah,
we
Evan's
do
bank account.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
All right, March 4th is 6 weeks from today.
Okay.
Today's
So-
Tuesday, right? Yeah. So
Yep.
we're dropping. Oh, by the way, folks, this is the morning. By the time you get it, it'll be the afternoon, same day.
Yeah.
So
push-up
March
challenge.
4th, push-up challenge, and it's just going to be you guys dropping to the floor, and I get to count.
Yep.
Nice.
You get to judge it.
Oh,
'Cause
I
you
love
know what?
judging.
This guy's. That's right. That's good. Evan's gonna have a slouchy back. He's gonna have poor form.
God.
Well,
I'm gonna have like a 3-point stance. My broad chest is
guy.
gonna be opened up. My back, great
Are
form.
you
I'm gonna put on a clinic.
You do realize that I am an athlete.
You drive a drone around the air, bro. I was a hockey player. I fucking crushed it.
Did you?
Yeah. What do you play? What do you play?
What
for sport?
happens last time we played golf?
is golf a sport?
That's a
Absolutely. Oh
It's
my God.
It's a country club sport, which means not really.
All right.
Yeah.
Now,
Okay,
Evan,
okay, fine.
key to this is making sure you have a strong core. So you have to make
Absolutely.
sure you're incorporating like planks.
Well, listen.
And
Every
sit-ups.
time you're doing a push-up, you're in plank.
Yes, but your push-ups are going to be
All
weak
right.
if
I
your
tell
core
you what.
isn't strong.
I'm going to add something to this. Now I'm pissed.
Oh,
Now
I'm
pissed.
not coming for you, dude.
Oh no, I'm coming for both of you now. I will outplank you.
Okay.
What?
So
in
we're gonna
terms
have-
of time?
Yeah, I'm going to outplank
He's
you.
talking shit. She is like a. What? You're like a yoga master.
Yeah, be my guest
is that
to
right?
try to
Is
outplank
that
me.
right? All right, let me ask you this: if you got down on the floor right now into plank, how long could you plank?
Can I guess? 10 minutes easy and going.
No.
I've never tried that.
No, but
I
you
mean,
could.
like I've done 3 minutes.
Okay. All right. I'll smoke you.
Okay.
Oh, you won't. Oh,
I will. But this is also after 6 weeks.
Okay.
All right. All right.
Let's all put $100 on this, and
100%.
And the money goes to the winners charity.
All right.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to do this.
What's your
for
charity?
What, can we?
St. Jude's Children's Hospital.
Oh God.
me.
All right. Well, I mean
Let's do it.
that's fair.
So
I was going to suggest
and if you don't lose on purpose, you guys fucking hate kids.
Can I add an element? Can I add an element of fun to this?
Yes, please do.
Whoever the winner is, okay. Let's say so. It's $100 a piece, right? The winner has to buy $200 worth of scratch tickets, and then we scratch them, and then whatever you win goes to charity.
I don't think
This sounds overcomplicated.
Oh,
Then we roll that into like a Kino binge.
This is starting to sound like a Ponzi scheme.
I think that sounds good.
Then we're gonna buy Thin Mints from the Girl Scouts in bulk, and then mark up 20%.
All right, so you're St. Jude's Children's Hospital?
Yeah.
Okay, Evan, what's your charity?
I will do. Oh my God, what's my charity? For the love of Damon Runyon, cancer research.
Okay, all right. I was going to go Dana-Farber, but since you're doing cancer research, I'll go Medfield Animal Shelter.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
All right.
I guess you should never crap on someone's charity, but you're putting like a fucking cat
I was trying to just be diverse.
There's nothing wrong with doubling down on cancer. In fact,
I
like
mean,
St.
I know.
Jude's, the kids they have cancer. Like, it could be a
Okay,
theme.
fine. Dana-Farber. It is. Jesus Christ.
I mean, that's what you wanted, right? That's what you wanted. I don't know.
Oh boy.
I just love it. I really do look down my nose at people that do charities for animals, like cats and shit.
do?
Yeah, it's like you know what, like whoever is in charge has their funding and all that. But like when Sarah McLachlan gets on during after
It's a tearjerker.
oh, Sarah
I mean,
McLachlan.
this is the guy that bought a designer dog made in a lab. Like, there are real animals out there that weren't designed like Jurassic Park babies that need help, Rick.
Yeah, like my Bernese mountain dog poodle miniaturized. They shrunk it down. Honey, I shrunk the dog.
So you don't have to feed it as much.
That's right. That's right. And its shits are smaller, little mini shits.
Tiny turds.
Yeah. They almost just sort of
Rabbit pellets. Yeah.
All right, so I think this is great. So
hot
we're gonna do your challenge with Liz is the plank challenge.
Yeah.
I'm going to abdicate. I'm out. I'm not.
Yeah.
Do I have to do that?
No.
I mean, only if you want to.
I don't want to.
I'm the one that called her out.
You know what?
I'm the one that's
I'm in.
You got some balls on you, Evan Walsh.
Oh wait. Okay. I'll do plank if Liz. Will you be in on the push-ups? I feel
Yeah, you guys will beat me, but sure.
Yeah, because it's one and the same, right? So, I mean, if I feel like if I'm doing the push-ups, then the core is going to tighten the plank. This is going to happen.
All right.
I'm going back. I'm taking boxing classes again.
Ooh.
That's going to get me ready.
All right.
Fucking done.
Dude,
Dude.
I love the trash talk. Oh, can we turn this into the Conor McGregor Floyd Mayweather
yeah.
trash talk? That was the best part of their fight.
Yeah.
Was just the total trash talk
I love
between the two of them.
I love it. Yeah. This becomes
Social
our
media
new
potential
social.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, big time. Big
Also,
time.
we got to get ready for our summer bods, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, can we have entrance music?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, mine's going to be
100%.
Final Countdown. You're up.
The final. Yeah. Your final countdown.
No, it's yours, bitch. Remember that song?
Yeah. Who doesn't?
God. Remember, like, your sister's watching MTV. You're, like, making a peanut butter jelly sandwich. You hear... You're like, whoa, 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 whoa. You run in. Hey. Right?
It's a great.
Or is it just me?
It's a great song.
It is a great song. And for fans of Arrested Development, anytime you hear that song, you think of Job, the brother who was the magician. And if you have never seen an episode of Arrested Development, you don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. And I feel like we should because I hear nothing but
great.
good things. All right, so let me just tell you real quick. My weekend, I opened for Dana Farley. Kevin Farley, and it was a great experience. I felt like it was a good weekend. Always want to do better, always want to do more. Like I felt like I was at 85% of what I could or should be on the first night, and maybe 70 the next night. It was, so I'm working on consistency. I'm working on it just was like, just feeling it. Like, what do you do when you have to get yourself pumped up? I had some friends come on the Saturday night show, so you like to rise to the occasion, but sometimes it's, it's just the room, like But my takeaway, I won't get into it, but my takeaway, what did I learn from this? I have a joke, an open to a joke that I've always expected was going to get a groan, and it never got a groan. It always got a big laugh, which I was always it's going to go either way, you know?
Yeah.
And so I'm learning that it works great in clubs, like a club or like a brewery or something like that. It's gonna do well. That's your audience. If you want to go out to the suburbs and have like some empty nesters and some blue hairs in the audience, they just want to have a nice night and giggle with their friends, right? So maybe don't come in and, explain to people that, I don't like to be controversial, so just want to, so let's just talk about kids with special needs. Like that will open up the laughter in the right place. And I learned that, a smaller setting or more intimate, maybe not. I'll hit it a different way.
Yeah.
I'll just skip that part. But I like that I did it and I ran with it. So anyway, the first night, a woman to my left groaned. And then a half a second, the rest of the room followed. And I immediately got kind of fucking pissed. Pissed, not pissed.
Right.
I said, nope. That one counts. You guys are all followers. Oh, let's be offended. He said kids with special needs. I didn't say anything else. That's not even a statement. That's just words. Hang with me. Maybe there's a theme here. It could be progress. Also, this joke is autobiographical. And then they start feeling stupid.
Right.
Like,
that's awesome.
Fucking guys.
So you got a groan from this woman?
Yeah, but you call it out and then they laugh.
Right.
You
Yes.
call them out
right,
for like,
yes.
you guys got offended at nothing. Fuck you.
What was the groan? What did the groan sound like?
And then everyone else was like, oh. But it was like mild. It wasn't bad. It was just like,
But you heard it.
oh yeah.
Yeah, fuck that.
Well, it taught me you have to read the room. So now I'm like, okay, I got it. I think I played it well.
Yeah.
We came.
got
By the
them
way,
back.
I have nothing to hide. I'm not gonna start making fun of these people. I'm making fun of the way we used to refer to these people and talk about them.
Yeah.
We've come a long way, and then I have a funny walkthrough about it. Experience. So it works great. So the next night I said I'm gonna do this again and see how it works and test it. Similar kind of audience. That night I got silence. Nothing. I gave it a 1 count, a 2 count. Someone gonna groan, someone gonna groan. I'm like, nothing, guys. Nothing. Wow, just sucked the air out of the room because I said kids with special needs. That's all it takes to get you guys worked up, Whoa. Okay, I'm gonna take it down,
So what was happening at that moment when you were trying to figure it out?
Oh, they were all just looking at me like this. like where's it going
God,
with this?
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
Some guys had like, do it, and that's cool. But by and large, it was a lot of middle-aged women that maybe just they're out with the girlfriends and a couple guys there.
So they might not have known kind of.
Yeah, I just remind myself that for a lot of people, going out to a comedy show is a very special experience. It's a unique experience. You don't go to the movies anytime. You can go see a concert, but how often does a comedy act swing through? It seems interesting. But that's all I want to say. All right, so let's do the commercials.
Yep.
Yes.
And then I have 5 letters that we can bang through.
Okay.
And then we'll wrap it up.
Okay.
All right.
All right. This is a very professional rendition of my ads today.
Is Philip going to make an appearance?
God, Philip.
Philip!
Craving something delicious? Royal Pizza in Medfield has you covered with more than just amazing pizza. From mouth-watering subs to crisp, fresh salads, there's something for everyone. Whether you're grabbing a quick bite or feeding the whole family, Royal Pizza delivers the on flavor every time. Dine in, take out, or get it delivered fast. For pizza, subs, salads, and more that rule them all, make it Royal Pizza. Call now or order online. You deserve the royal treatment.
You sure do.
You're great, man.
Yeah, did you like that?
Yeah.
Loved it.
Was that Philippe? I can't remember.
Philip.
Philip.
Yes.
Philip.
You sounded like the love child of Philip and the guy that did Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous.
Oh, Robin.
Yes.
What was his name?
Robin.
Robin something, right?
Yeah.
Robin.
Masters? No, that's from Mac and
Welcome to the lifestyles of the rich and famous with your champagne wishes and caviar dreams.
Love it.
Yeah, what's his name?
Robin Leach.
Robin Leach.
Robin Leach.
That's
Robin Leach.
Caviar's gross, by the way.
Ready to unleash your inner warrior. Perez Martial Arts in Medfield is your go-to spot for building strength, confidence, and discipline. Whether you're a beginner or looking to sharpen your skills, they offer expert training for kids, teens, and adults in a supportive and high-energy environment. Self-defense, fitness, focus, they cover it all. Join the Perez Martial Arts family today and start your journey towards becoming your best self. Visit PerezMartialArts.com to learn more and sign up. Yeah.
Learn more.
I wish I could deliver as well as Perez Martial Arts delivers the karate.
The karate.
Yeah. And the self-discipline.
Yeah. Yep. Focus.
Nice job. I think we upgraded the show by having you in charge of the ads.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, I would agree.
I'm going to come even hotter next time.
All right.
I just Tom Sword that guy. You should help me whitewash this fence. It's really fun.
You're so much better at it.
look at
You
that.
weaponized incompetence,
Yeah,
Tim.
I did.
But you're so much better at it.
You taught me that.
Weaponized incompetence. That is a great line.
Yeah, that's Liz's thing, and I see it all the time. I know when I'm doing it. I call my kids out for doing it. Like you don't need to have a limp wrist taking the dishes out of the dishwasher. They're not that heavy. Like, what's up with your spaghetti arms, dude? Okay, here's some emails. We've been collecting them. These are quick ones, and we can bang through them. The Corey Manning interview was great. Anyone who has had a problem with substances will relate to the shows. The guy is funny as hell. That's from Jeff in Randolph. I concur. It was good to have him on. That was a double episode.
Yeah.
So if you have a substance issue, this guy is a motivational speaker and a workshop coordinator. So
Oh, wow.
check that out. Okay, anyone? Do you have any drug or alcohol problems that you want to share?
I'm still in denial.
Liz, when was the last time you hit the yayo?
What?
The coke.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck is that?
She's acting like she doesn't know.
Yeah,
Come on.
I don't know.
For Liz's sake, let's move on, shall
Yes.
we?
Evan, what are you paying for an 8-ball now?
Oh, God, like $2.45. No, I'm kidding.
That's pretty good. If I'm out of here. No,
I
just
have
kidding.
no
Okay,
idea.
guys, we don't. Cocaine is bad. Okay, cocaine is bad. Everyone knows that. Okay, we made it 2 weeks into the year, and Rick isn't bitching about Christmas lights still being up. That's Karen. Yes, that's my real name. From Granby.
Granby.
Yeah, I haven't bitched about that yet, Karen, because mine are still up. I got the ones off the house, and then it got really cold, and I got busy. So the ones are still on the fence and still in the shrubs and still on a tree. But they're all accessible by foot. That was my plan.
Okay.
I wanted to get all the ladder work done.
Yeah.
So when the snow comes, the ice and all that. If you don't do that, you're screwed.
Who hung all the wreaths on the windows? Was that you?
Yeah.
You did all that?
Mhm.
How many
Nice.
wreaths did you have?
Let's see. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Wow.
16. And you wasted no time taking those down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why?
Let's just say it's a contentious.
I knew there was a
Leslie
story.
said to.
Yeah, the marriage has its. She wants to de-Christmas on the 26th.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
I'm like,
that's
there's no
too
way.
soon.
There's no way.
No,
You
at
know,
least through.
Jesus will say you're going to hell. You must celebrate my birthday a little bit longer. I think.
Yeah.
It's in the Bible somewhere, but she doesn't care, and she just starts taking shit down.
Wow.
Yeah,
All right.
I say, but I've argued. I say keep it up till New Year's.
Yeah,
totally.
that's
Year's.
fair. That's
so
fair.
we do that.
I guess a big trend is waiting until Elvis's birthday, which
Wait,
is
what?
January 8th. It's like a thing. People take their Christmas stuff down on Elvis's birthday.
You're kidding.
I swear to God.
What day is it? January 8th?
I think it's January 8th.
I've
Mike,
never heard that. Mike, look into that,
Mike,
please.
look it up.
That's awesome.
It's like a new trend. Because Elvis was Mr. Christmas, you know?
Next time I stay at the the Westgate in Vegas, I'll hit up Elvis's stepbrother and ask him
Oh yeah,
Ah.
That's where he hangs out.
is that true? Huh. Who-
Or like when I was there, he was there because that's where Elvis used to rock back in the day. Let me get this straight. Rick and Evan think they're pilots. What's harder, takeoffs or landings? Wendy from Winchester, Mass.
All right, boys.
Landings, obviously.
Yeah.
Next question.
I would say taking off because you have to go through all the whole checklist, But I mean, the actual act of landing is more challenging,
Of course. Right.
But you have to think about more before you get up there,
When you're on the ground and you have a checklist and you're just going through the motions, that's not hard. Then you just gas it, lift up. But you got to land. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Wait,
But
okay. I was touching down in Omaha, right? And my cousin is like, okay, I have to do this part. We were coming in like at a 45-degree angle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, Ed, how are we going to like, the wheels are going that way, dude. Like we're yelling at each other well, I'm yelling at him. He's not. And he just did a little, he's like, no, don't worry. And at the last second, he just went, and we just went, like he turned the plane like last second and just.
Did you feel it? Like,
I just
feel like that would drop my tummy.
Well, those little planes, like a Piper or Cessna, you feel that turbulence getting out like lift. You really feel.
Oh yeah,
that's awesome. He's gonna sneeze. Do it. Get it over with. Thank
Bless you.
Excusez-moi.
Yeah, I want to get my pilot's license unless it's like hard no.
Yeah.
Really?
You don't need to do that.
Norwood Airport. I was like,
but you could travel from here to Cape Cod in
I
30
said-
minutes.
I said that.
And
I said
crash and burn your entire family.
I was
too
trying to make my
dangerous.
point. One time we were going to Leslie. This is one time Leslie said you can't put this on Facebook, but I took a picture of like the kids climbing aboard a Cape Air plane on the tarmac in Logan, and we were going to Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
On Martha's Vineyard. No, on Nantucket, as you do, right?
As
And-
one does.
Oh, sure.
And Leslie's like, that is the most douchebag thing you could ever post. I said, you know what? I didn't think of that. Like, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is douchey.
It is.
I guess I'll take this fur coat off. Here, take this hat.
You remember Arnold Jackson from Different Strokes?
Yes.
Right? He said his quote was, "If you got it, flaunt it."
Oh. Yeah. No, don't, because you're just being a dick. But but the plane ride, my point was that plane ride on Cape Air was like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And you just zip over the Cape, which looks like what it is, a sandbar. And you can see the sandbar kind of existing under the water to Nantucket. Like,
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
It
you know?
is cool.
Yeah, I love flying like 10,000 feet.
Yeah.
No thanks.
I almost got to fly in an F-16
Ooh, that's cool.
back when I was a reporter, and we had access to things, and I was working with the National Guard in New Hampshire, and I was going to get on an F-16 trainer.
What?
Yeah, and then guess what? A senior reporter liked my idea, and the bitch stole it.
No.
And she said she was justified because her connections with the Air National Guard were tighter, and she just fucking walked over me. And I so bad wanted to say, you will never get in that thing because you can't fucking fit in it. Like, and that's not being mean.
Wow,
That is the
really?
truth. Yes. An F-16 cockpit might be like 20 inches wide. I don't know. Mike, look into that. What's the seat width of an F-16? So I would fit in it snugly. Like, as, I'm 5'9", 175 pounds.
Yeah.
That's what this plane was made for. You are 5'9" and 280 pounds.
Oh my God.
It's in the hips. Like you're, like they're gonna have to stand on you and jump up and down to get you into the fucking thing. And I'm a little pissed, and I'm not fat shaming, but I'm just saying, you fucking stepped on my toes, and now I'm talking about it, Melanie. Anyway, my boss was so sorry about that. She was so like bummed because I almost was crying. Like this was a thing.
That's
I was
a huge deal.
fucking working
Yeah.
on this.
That sucks.
And she hooked me up with this awesome thing. There's a foundation that has a B-17 bomber from World War II, and they restored it, and they with some, electronic stuff and update it. Otherwise, it's the same thing, and I got to fly on that thing and do a big story on it. And
That's cool.
I interviewed a World War II ball turret gunner.
Oh,
he was
that's
like
cool.
80-something
Wow.
years old. Yeah.
So something good came from it.
Yeah, I got to find the nose cone of the thing.
Yeah. Well, that's
cool.
cool.
Got to stand up in the gun thing up at the top. It was awesome.
Yeah, still not as cool as an F-16. But.
No, it's not. Liz should lean into her fashion advice, and maybe Rick should not.
Oh, that sounds about accurate, I would say.
Yeah. Maybe I should pop my collar. There we go.
I'm going to pop both of mine.
Yeah. Oh, double pop.
Double pop. What is this? Tell me, what do you think, fashion
You look good today. I was going to say something.
I like the
look?
the layered. Oh,
Yeah.
yes,
all right.
because it's like visually interesting.
I
right?
thought about that myself.
You zhuzhed. Show them how you
zhuzhed.
zhuzhed.
Yeah,
You
you
zhuzhed.
zhuzhed.
That's
What did
important. Doing the zhuzh. We did different zhuzh.
Yeah.
I
Do you
just
have a preference on the zhuzh? Hold up your zhuzh. So I went. What do you care?
No.
No. Yeah, it's two different styles. You roll up together. I roll up individually and overlap.
I overlapped. It was an overlap.
Oh, yeah.
You see? So it's a roll up.
You overlapped.
overlap.
I got you.
I like it.
Roll up, overlap. All right, thank you.
All right, well, back to Liz is better than me. I mean, starting with the shoes sounds like reverse engineering a look. You rock, Liz. That's Ashley and my friends from Dover, Mass.
Oh, thanks, Ashley.
Ashley, you don't know what's up. We should get your friend back,
Mary Lou.
Mary Lou.
Yeah, I actually have to reach out to her to see when she wants to come on.
I think we're ready for it.
Yeah, let's bring it.
Yeah, we'll bring guests on starting. She can be the first one back.
All right, cool.
I challenge you to do one episode where you, all caps, do not rely on innuendo or sexual references from beginning to end.
Beginning to end?
What?
That's quite
That-
a
I bet
challenge.
you can't do it. You're right. Thanks. Not a complaint, just a challenge. Oh, okay.
Oh.
You're not bitching.
Okay.
Is
So
that-
it's like when HR in that episode of The Office told Michael he couldn't say that's what she said anymore. All right. I don't know.
Well, does that go for everyone or just Rick?
Oh, no, Liz is the worst.
I am the worst.
Yeah, I only go along with it because Liz does. If Liz wasn't here and you and I were doing that, this would be the creep show.
Yeah.
I love an innuendo, you know? I love a good one.
So that sounded like, was that your Asian accent?
Don't get me started.
All right, we're getting sexist, we're getting racist. It's all good. On that note,
Just another episode.
Just another episode. I'll be my 6-word story. Do you want to wrap it up, Liz?
Sure. I want you to plug your comedy Facebook page one more time, though, just in case
thanks.
people mix
Yep.
Rick Fink Jr. Comedy. Simple as that. And also on Instagram. Thank you.
All right, yes. Follow along so you guys have Rick's most recent dates. And if you like what you hear, as always, please rate, review, subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. If you have a great 6-word story you want to share with us or any feedback for the podcast, send us a note, smalltownscuttlebutt@gmail.com, and follow us on our socials, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Small Town Scuttlebutt. See ya.
What you talking about, Willis?